scared of the future, and I hate my past. The present hurts too much, but I know it won't last. No, it won't last.
There's people that I like, and there's people that I don't like.
Yeah?
And I don't know why the fuck I even like you.
Oh, yeah, you do. Come on, man.
I don't.
Yeah, you do.
I don't. You know what's funny, though? Like, I'm just chilling in my in here, and I ain't got shoes on, bud.
Me neither.
Look, we're together now.
What's up, dude?
This is stupid.
No, man, it's fun.
Oh.
It's good to see you.
We are starting something new, though, guys. So since I'm going to go ahead and start this, since this has been a long time, we are actually going to be changing some stuff up on the podcast, and you guys are going to be really shocked about this. Honestly, probably not, because the person who is going to be joining me has already been on the show multiple times, and so he's going to stay on the show for a while. We would hope, unless he gets a little hair up his and moves away or something. Who knows? Who knows what he's going to do?
This is pretty hairy. Yeah,
But
I don't be waxing it.
But we're starting something new. Obviously, you know who I am. You already know my story. You know part of his story. And we're starting a podcast. Actually, we're not starting a podcast. Podcast has already been starting, but we're changing it up. So instead of it just being straight my story and I guess a lot of trauma stories, you know, like we're still going to have some of that we've talked about, but really this is just going to be a podcast for two men talking. Or whoever wants to come on, you know, multiple people talking. Like, it's just going to be people talking.
Cool, man.
About random. How do you feel about that, Ben?
Is it really random? I don't think it is. You know,
I don't think it's random. I mean, I think it's going to be like us catching up on our daily lives, like our weekly goals in life, and then
just two human beings conversating over the trials and tribulations of the human experience.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
You like that?
I do.
Very
like
carefully articulated that sentence for you.
You're so well spoken.
I can be. But then again,
I think that has a lot to do with like how you were raised in the middle school years.
well, my mom was a language arts and grammar teacher. So, you know, literacy was very important. And if I'm being honest, I played a lot of Pokemon as a kid. So, like, those games incorporate a lot of
Vocabulary.
vocabulary, literary advancement. I read the dictionary in 6th grade.
Yeah, I know you were. You were a totally different person in like middle school.
I met all y'all.
No, you didn't meet me. I didn't change you.
Yeah,
that
you
wasn't
did.
me.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, yeah.
No, something else changed you. I
Oh,
don't know
yeah.
what it was.
Oh, it starts. It starts with a B. Or a V. Anyway,
Whatever you want to say.
I mean,
Something changed you. It got underneath that skin, and
for the better.
I mean, honestly, you wouldn't be where you're at today without it, right?
I'm doing all right. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you can't.
Things. Let's start there, dude. How are you? How are you,
Dude, I am great.
Things are good.
Yeah.
How's
honestly.
work?
Busy.
Yeah, that's
Busy.
a good thing.
So we've so since all this has happened, it's kind of crazy because like we haven't had a conversation. Like we've talked, me and you've talked, not on podcast or whatever, and video or whatever, I guess for the public eye. But I mean, you talk a lot.
Yeah,
We text each other or call each other or whatever, and we keep up with each other quite a bit.
certainly.
And it's been kind of crazy since like everybody else has seen it and like we've posted on social media, but like a lot has happened since the last podcast that we've recorded together or the last one that I've done in general with me, Dakota, or me by myself.
Was that winter or fall?
Gosh, I don't even know when the last podcast was. Dakota, when was that last podcast that we recorded? Do you know? So right before Dakota's brain surgery in December.
Yeah, that's right because we wanted to get that done.
Yeah. So it's been a while, but a lot has changed since then. So obviously you see that, you know, we're in the new studio. Like
Yep.
you've been here, you've already seen all of this, but obviously we've changed some more stuff. So, you know, like we've added some stuff and moved our desks down here because it's a lot harder to work up in the bedroom when you got two kids and, you know, you're trying to work from home or you're trying to get as much work done as possible. And then you get to that point to where you don't know how to cut off work from like real life. You know what I mean? Like you don't know how to cut off, like, especially like when you're laying in your bedroom and you're like, oh man, I could edit this photo or I can edit this video. And you could just sit right there at your desk till 3-4 o'clock in the morning. And then now you're up all night. You know what I'm saying? Now here it's kind of more of like,
you got to go upstairs.
yeah, like we have to go upstairs to lay down. Like I can lay down on my couch, but that's not, you know, I mean,
That's a small couch for a large frame man to be like, you know,
yeah.
you're not that short. You
No,
know?
yeah. No, my feet have to lay up on the side rail.
Yeah, you
Yes,
see what I'm
obviously.
saying.
I'm not that short yet.
No.
Okay,
We're both. I mean,
I haven't shrunk yet.
I think we're about the same height, aren't we?
No, you're a little bit taller than me.
Oh,
But a lot has changed, and so we've you know, we've stepped back away from it because Dakota's brain surgery. So we had her brain surgery coming up, and then now we found out that Elliot has a autoimmune disorder, and Everett started school, Everett started football, and now he's playing sports and stuff like that. So now it's just, gosh, we're constantly on the go. You know what I mean? Before we were going to doctor's appointments, like honestly, every day. Like
Sure.
we were going, if we wasn't going for Dakota to get her checkups for her brain or like her shunt adjusted or anything like that, it was like, okay, now we got to go to another doctor appointment for Everett or another doctor appointment for Elliot. And we were worried about Everett because we had that little scare with him because he had that little spot on his head with his MRI and he was having headaches. And then Elliot now, you know, with the autoimmune. And so now we're just back and forth. He started shots, and then obviously we started up another business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how many businesses is that for you guys now?
Too many.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's really not that much. We've condensed my business into the media collection. So now we just have that. That's strictly us.
Cool.
And so now we're completely together on that, and then we have Food Rush.
On top of being kick-ass parents. That's impressive, man. That's awesome.
It is a lot. So what about you, dude? What have you been up to?
A little bit of the same. In the time since we last recorded, can you believe that somebody out there lets me mess with somebody out there lets me mess with electrical, bro? Like I'm in an electrical apprenticeship right now. Still have my little business, and then I actually I stopped touring.
Yeah, you was touring with Tim and them.
Stepped off the band. My 5-year-old started kindergarten as well, and you know, it was just time to come home. I wanted to be there, and you know, when you're traveling with a band every weekend, I mean, there's 52 weeks out of the year, and when you're doing 120, 116 shows a year, you know that you miss a lot.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, dude, it was the adventure of a lifetime. It was the coolest. It was one of the coolest things of my life. I needed it. I grew from that. But then sometimes too, man, it's you're out there in the middle of nowhere. You're playing for maybe like the night before, you'll have a packed venue, you know, 1,000, 2,000 people. And then the next night you're playing for 20 or 30 at a private event somewhere in the middle of nowhere where they don't really care. And those nights when you're 400, 500 miles away from the people you love the most, that stings a little bit.
It's hard. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
and, you've talked about it quite a bit, and honestly, I think touring was great for you. Like it was a great experience. Like you had a blast.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know, I think you've learned a lot. You had a lot of people that were there to guide you and talk to you in a lot of different ways and that you would never have had.
1,000%.
You know what I mean? And so I really think it's good. And now it is kind of wild. It's very wild that somebody's letting you touch electrical stuff.
Yeah, you know,
I don't think I would trust Austin at all now.
No, he's cool, bro. I've been rocking with him since started at end of January, beginning of February. And to get your electrical license, you have to first be an apprentice for 2 years, then you have to pass a state test. So got about 8-9 months of that down. So, you know, I'm just doing that, doing my business. And then last night, dude, I actually just drove straight here from Raleigh.
Yeah, you were helping someone else Pressure Rush,
I
wasn't
was
you?
helping another one of our. Someone was in the water for our graduating class, but I was helping another one of our classmates with his exterior cleaning business. So
He does more like commercial work.
yeah.
Yeah. So what were y'all cleaning last night?
It was a McDonald's.
Okay.
It was a McDonald's, all the concrete and fascia and
And like
everything.
you literally left. Like we were texting yesterday. And you left like 5-6 o'clock in the afternoon.
I left town at 5:30.
Yeah.
Drove out there, got started. I got here at like 8:30, 8:45. Yeah.
So yeah, you've been up all night.
I have slept 1 hour out of the last 24, and I'm here because. Hold on, Daddy. Let me get that 200 milligram right there, brother. I got a question.
What's up?
Well, let me back up.
Okay.
I'm here because this is exciting, and whenever you have two high energy individuals like us, yeah, we are super busy. I mean, we both got stuff going on, both got 2 kids, and every time I want you to know, dude, every time that I look at my schedule and I think, dude, I have too much going on. Like, how can I possibly get all this done? You'll call me and then you'll tell me all the stuff that you have going on. It kind of makes me feel like, oh wow, okay, I can definitely handle what's on my scope. If they're doing all of that, if they're juggling all that, bro, what a blessing it is for me to be worried about how I'm going to get all this stuff done.
It's really, and that's the crazy part, because it's really not I mean, we're busy people. Like,
Yeah.
we stay busy, but it's not, I don't know. I guess it's not as bad as it seems. And I think the only reason why it's not as bad as it seems is because I have an amazing wife
Yeah.
who, like, literally breaks it down, like, color coordinates, like, our entire schedule.
That's cool.
So, like, that's the only reason why.
No.
Like, and so, like, most of the time, like, we're here and we're editing, or like we're traveling. A lot of the stuff that we do is on road.
Yeah.
Like, we're literally on the road most of the time. That's the biggest thing.
Does that truck have massaging sheets in it?
No, wish it did.
No, it's okay.
Yeah.
Mine doesn't either. I don't have a truck. I'm working on it, okay? Yeah.
Hey, you did have a truck.
I sure did. Oh, God. God save me on that one, too. Yes, sir.
Shouldn't have brought that one up.
No, that was good. I like that. That was a good one.
That was good.
That was good.
That was good.
All right, so that's what you've been doing. That's what I've been doing.
But like your business that you've been doing, like so you stepped away from touring,
Mhm.
and so now you're really more focused on like the electrical stuff and your company.
Yeah.
So your company is
Sleeper Sweepers LLC. Don't sleep
Exactly.
on us.
exactly.
So
You've been cleaning a lot more here lately. I mean, you've been traveling a lot more. I feel like you've been going back and forth, and that's a great thing.
trying to take advantage of the tax code, bro. The mileage, I think it's like 70.
It's like 70 cents, like
Se-
67.
75.
No, I don't think it's 75.
It went up this year.
Maybe 70 cents.
I don't know.
But it's up there. It's up there.
Either way, it makes
Yeah.
sense for me to go and do it. I mean, honestly, the last time that we sat down together, dude, I was kind of, with the separation and everything like that, like I was kind of just swimming. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? I needed to get up here, like set before I really started focusing on expanding. And I'm gonna be honest, bro, that took from last August to April.
Yeah.
So from August to April, man, I'm really just mending my garden, mending my fence, like making sure that I'm good, making sure my kids are good. Because it takes a lot to grow and expand a business.
Yeah. And you've honestly been doing great. Like I see the difference. Like I've seen the difference, especially like when you started traveling, and you were before you started traveling with Tim and everything, you were all over the wall. Like you were all over the place.
Mm.
But I think you were also going through a lot, like we've talked about
Mhm.
too. And then you started touring, and then everything you kind of went in limbo at that point.
Mhm.
And so how are you doing with that? How are you doing with the separation and everything? I mean, if
Oh,
you,
that's
you,
cool.
you're good, you're good now.
Yeah, no, I mean, there
Yeah.
for a while it was tough.
Better.
But everything happens for a reason, whatever. Some people hate that. Some people hate the silver lining thing, whatever. I'm happier. She's happier. Our kids are happier.
Yeah.
There for a while, I was really bummed out and I was bummed out more for the children because, I mean, I grew up in a home with both parents.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
And y'all were really fighting for that. Like y'all did.
yeah,
Y'all did.
we put in that effort.
Yeah.
Kudos to her. And I mean, who she's with now is a really good guy. They're actually coming back from Tennessee today. So my kids got to go to Tennessee and experience whatever they did out there, while I was working, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So it's cool.
And you'll get to hear about that. You'll get to hear about
Oh,
the kids
I'm,
will tell-
I'm
yeah.
so excited. When I
Yeah.
leave here, I'm actually going over here to the flower shop. Going to get Addie a little bouquet made. I got some yo-yos. I went out for coffee and they were selling yo-yos the other day. So I got yo-yos and I'm going to get some flowers for my daughter. Got a question though. So
What's up?
if I take my daughter random flowers, what do I mean, do I give a flower to my son? Like what do I, you know what I mean? Like,
Honestly, I don't know, dude. I mean, I don't think it's against it to give your son a flower.
no,
Like,
but
why
at
would
the
it-
same time, like,
But like you're wanting her to have that, then why don't you give him something? I don't I don't know.
what?
Well, that'd be really hard because like then you're giving your daughter like flowers and you're giving your son like a toy. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
and I don't want to do toys, bro. Honestly, I want to lead by example. You know
Right.
what I mean? And I want to instill the values in my daughter that I wish I had instilled in me when I was dating somebody. Like I want
You
I
want to be
wanna
a gentleman.
yeah, I want to set the example. You
Yeah.
know, like that's the bare minimum. That's the standard. So whoever she ends up with in the future,
If they don't bring her flowers, then they're
Yeah.
nothing.
They
Yeah,
don't-
I get that.
they don't work their ass off, they don't have a job.
Yeah,
Yeah, get the out of here.
I get that, dude.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, like, I don't know. I mean, honestly, why don't you just get both of them flowers? Like, guys can't not get flowers
and
either.
that's I was curious about that. Just wanted to know your, like, last Saturday we went up to the farmers market and they both picked out some 9-inch mums. Addie got the orange, Hendrix got the yellow. We took them back, and I planted them. And they watered them. It was cool. So yeah, just wanted to do a little something. Do a little something.
I don't blame you. Honestly, it looked good. It looked good. I seen your Snapchat of it.
Yeah.
A little snap.
It was fun.
A little snap, you know?
That's really what I've been focusing on and doing whenever I'm not working.
Yeah, hanging out with the kids.
Because I mean, honestly, dude, if I probably work about 60 to 70 hours a week.
Yeah.
On top of having 2 kids.
Yeah.
So
I think a lot of it too is that you're not as organized either.
What do you mean?
We got to organize you.
Well, we've tried before, and here's the thing: like,
we got to work on that.
Yes and no, but I'm old school, bro. Like I like the pen and the paper. I like the pen and the paper, and
you've
also,
always done that.
If you take a look at my phone, bro, something is busted, bro. Like the camera works. I have to charge it on a wireless charger. It's paid for. You know what I'm saying? So if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And everyone's like, well, Ben, it is broke, but I mean, it works. So
why fix it?
Well, that's where I'm going. Like if my phone is like already kind of in and out, I don't want to like have everything on it and then it break. You know what I mean? Like, so this right here, the worst thing that can happen to my notebook is it get wet. You know what I mean?
You could lose it.
I haven't lost it yet.
Someone could steal it.
Bro, I'll tell you right now, if somebody steals this, ain't nothing in here but bro.
I don't know what they would even understand what's in that.
That's
like I've seen your handwriting and it's all over the place.
Oh look, there's a music scale, a little crescendo. I have been playing more.
You have been playing more guitar. I've seen you've been learning. You were learning a lot while you were on the road.
Yeah, and then you're not because like
you're having fun.
You're having fun, and then everybody else on there, they've been playing for 20, 30 years, and you get somebody who's kind of like a YouTube guitarist, like self-taught from YouTube. It's kind of that gets old pretty quick, So
yeah, but like you learn very well though.
Oh, I like to think so. Can y'all read that?
I can read the date.
Yeah, see that. This is what my day looks like. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
this
so you would never lose that.
Yeah, no, never. And it's still going, dude.
Yeah.
I still got plenty of pages.
The worst thing that could happen is you're gonna fill it up and just get another one.
I already got another one.
Oh, you already got a backup to a backup already.
Oh no, this is the primary. You know what I'm saying? I got third strings in here. But yeah, which brings me to a pretty good question, or brings us to a point. I think I carry a lot of things around in this notebook. Each page serves a different purpose.
Like you write down what's on your mind and stuff.
I journal a little bit in there, but then you turn the page and there's my schedule. There are the bills that I have to pay. There's everything. Because how this beautiful Rain Man mind works, okay? How this works is there's 7 or 8 things going on behind these eyeballs at all times. That is a gift of ADHD. And I know everyone's like, oh, I think ADHD is a superpower. I think it's a benefit, especially if you can like learn to control it.
If you can learn to work around it, yes. Because like I'm gonna tell you, like some of the stuff that goes in my mind is wild, and it's kind of weird that like we're sitting here talking about like being organized or whatever in your book. I wonder if everybody has a book, like every man or woman, has like their own book. And the reason why I say that is because like you're over here talking about like what you write down in your book.
I get it out of my head onto paper, and then the noise dies down.
Well, my biggest thing is so I have a book, and it's kind of funny because but my book is only used for bills. I have an Excel sheet. And I use a computer, but I am very particular. And Dakota's like, oh, he got to break out his little red notebook.
That's okay.
He's got to break out his little red notebook.
Does that work for you?
100%. I don't know what it is.
You look at her and be like, it's better me pulling up my little black book, baby. You know what I'm saying? With them addresses and phone numbers, shawty. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. What's good? Men like us, we got options.
She's going to come over here and whip your ass.
I know. I got to.
That's what's going to happen.
I'm the only daddy that can walk the line. And I'll walk it right out there.
Right out there in the front yard where she can whip that hind.
Yeah, I'm gone. She scares me.
Yeah. She scares me too, bud.
But yeah, no. So I mean, the way that my brain works, bro, is there's 6 or 7 things going on all the time, and if I can materialize that, the idea, if I can just get out of here and in here, then I can start to attack them. Whether it's a to-do list, bills, if it's a meeting, that's so to me, and how I operate. This is as organized as I want to be. I got my emails. I know what to do. Like I got my system, I got my flow, and honestly, everything I have going on, I can manage. Like I don't have a rainbow in my daggum calendar. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I got just enough going on that I can manage it, and we got a good system going.
Yeah, but like once you get to that point, so I thought I had the same thing,
Right.
and like I think that's where you gotta find your balances and your imbalances and stuff like that. Um, I'm the same way. Like I have a hard time putting stuff in the calendar still, but like if I didn't have Dakota doing it, I probably wouldn't do it.
This is delicious.
And like if she wasn't getting on to me about entering stuff into the calendar, I wouldn't do it.
Sure. Well, that's awesome.
But
Grateful that you have someone like
but
that.
it's one of those things is like I'm trying to get to that point because like I see how much of a help it is and like trying it. You know what I'm saying?
I do.
And the reason why I say that it's more of a help for certain things, not everything, obviously, is because then you can look down and you kind of have that like sense of relief.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like that sense of relief to where you can look down at your phone and be like, oh, wait a minute, what do I have going on? Because like you said, ADHD it's great if you know how to control it,
Mhm.
but you can't control it all the time, and sometimes you forget things.
I think ADHD is a modern day evolutionary trait that warrior class citizens evolved to. Because I mean, if you think about it, put yourself like
Well, it's because of technology. Yeah.
But I mean, put yourself like 600-700 years ago, okay? Like phones and like whatever part of history you want to put yourself into. I like thinking of the Vikings, right?
Right.
So I mean, they'd get off the boat, they'd come, and there's like 7-8 different skirmishes going all around them. And as a warrior, you know, you have to be able to move and gel. You got to see things before they
Yeah.
happen. And so I think ADHD is just that over
It's us adapting, is what you're saying. Yeah.
over time and time.
And I get
as
where you're going
continues.
with that because, like, if we didn't have that, because you got to think back in the day was a lot
Yeah.
more simple.
Oh,
Like, you got to think you
they
didn't
get
have
off
to.
the boat and come at you, and you won or you're dead.
Right. And then even if you take it back to the Viking times, yes, that's a little bit that's out there. So like they didn't really have like you had things you had to worry about, like feeding your family or fighting.
Syphilis, gonorrhea.
Yeah, that kind of stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
obviously. But not like what we have to worry about now, I would say. You know what I mean?
You like that?
I
Yeah. So I mean, ADHD.
I'm trying to ignore you.
No, dude.
But I see it. I get what you're saying. Like ADHD is more of an adaptive thing
Yeah.
because like we have so much going on in our mind now that we have to keep up with.
I can swing this axe while I know that something's going on behind me, and I can get my shield ready at the same time.
Right.
And then over there, I see an arrow coming right past me, and then you
duck.
Yeah. Right.
Oh,
You know, so you got
Or you
all
catch
these,
it.
You got all these things going. You catch an arrow, bro. I'd love to see that.
there's people that do it.
I almost lost my tank one day because my brother shot a longbow arrow right down my manhood, bro. I popped him in the leg with
Got you right in between the legs.
No, I mean, I felt the air whoosh. I popped him in the calf with a Red Ryder BB gun, and he had enough of my shit. I'll tell you that right there. He said,
And got you.
"Oh,
And he scared you.
yeah."
He scared you.
I never f- with him again.
I don't blame you.
And you know he's doing great.
Will's kind of scary.
He's getting ready to have a baby.
He's kind of scary, ain't he?
No, he's very intelligent.
I feel like he'd mess you up.
I wish I knew as much music theory and
As he does?
structure as he does for
Yeah.
sure. So
And he's doing a lot now. He's
Yeah.
doing a lot too, ain't he?
yeah, he's a saxophonist in the National Guard, director of West Oaks music program, getting ready to be a dad. You know,
Is he scared? Do you know?
no
nervous?
He's excited. They got 3 giant dogs, so like you know that prepped them for parenthood very very well.
So you're telling me if I would have bought 3 giant dogs, I would be okay with kids.
Oh
I wouldn't have to worry about nothing.
well, you know, you ever met somebody that's like, my dog is my baby?
Yes. Yes. I know a lot of people like that.
Those people usually don't have kids, right?
Right.
Then they have a kid. And they're like, holy this 4-legged furry beast is nothing like a 2-legged ambidextrous human child. But they can't recognize that until they have the baby. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
It didn't come back on? Oh, push it.
Oh, what the?
See, this is those little technical issues that we talked about that like I can't remember what I'm supposed to do to get this stuff to work correctly.
Well, I'll tell you what we do. We just do the best that we can, build this thing up, and then eventually when we have a full production team running it for us, we don't have to worry about it.
You know,
You're doing your job over there, and then
would-
also trying to click buttons.
I would like to not have to worry about a production team. That's what I'm telling you. Like, I really want to automate the entire thing completely.
AI.
No, not AI. Just
AI is run by a bunch of Satanists, bro.
no. So somebody
I mean, he likes that ChatGPT, bro. You be telling it everything.
So I
Oh,
seen a
not
post,
me.
and this is crazy that you even mentioned AI because, like, I seen a post, and to get away from like I don't even know what we're talking about, the ADHD or whatever, but this is where our ADHD comes into play because now we're talking about something else.
Yeah, you don't get away from it.
But I
man.
did see a whole thing about AI and the whole reason why it was created.
Oh yeah, what do you think?
Like, there's a whole theory about this. Have you not
There's-
seen it?
There are several.
Yeah, but like the big theory that I'm really set on right now, and I don't until I see some more and I start reading some more about it, is that they've released AI to make us think that things are not real when they really are real. So, like for instance, like
Disillusion.
yeah, so like people are like
Sure.
disassociation,
Sure.
like like the whole Chick-fil-A thing having a K or in it and like a dash or whatever it is. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah, the Mandela effect.
The Mandela effect.
That's been going on forever.
Right. So, but that's what I've seen. Like the whole theory about AI is, and the reason they released it was to make us think that things are not real, but they really are real.
Listen,
So, for instance, like giants existed, right? I'm a firm believer that giants existed.
I agree.
Well, there was this big old thing that came out, and they found like this huge like sword or whatever, and it may or may not be AI. I don't know, but it comes out, and then somebody creates the same exact image with AI and a
Sure.
giant holding it.
Sure.
So now it's kind of making you think, wait a minute, this wasn't real in the first place.
How far? Where? Listen, I need to know right now where the line is for your listeners. Like, what can and can't we talk about as far? Because, dude, I will push this envelope. Giants were real.
So
The firmament's real.
So where we're changing this up, like what we talked about before.
we never went to the moon. Well, maybe we went to the moon, but what they televised back in 1963 was
Not real.
fake as shit.
You think so? I think
Oh,
so.
oh,
I,
yeah.
I can get that. I can get that point.
I'm sorry.
Maybe.
I cut you off.
Maybe. I don't know.
Dude, no.
I
You're
don't
in
know.
1963 when an entire warehouse of computers did not match the the technological capability of the phone in your pocket. Not only did we go to space, but we sent a production crew up to space and then live broadcast that back to planet Earth. No.
It's yeah. I mean, you're right.
No.
Okay.
No. No.
I'm gonna do my research.
What they put on the TV, bro? That was in a warehouse somewhere. I think maybe we
With
have
strings, ropes. How are they floating?
Yeah, bro. They could have figured that out sooner than how to put a camera on the moon and ship it back
Oh.
here.
I just like stumped you, didn't I, dude?
No, I was like, dude, all right, what?
Yeah.
Yeah. They
Yeah.
had movies and special effects back in the 60s.
They
bro.
did have that. Yeah.
They did.
So-
They did not have the ability to put a camera signal on a rock in space and ship it all the way back down to planet Earth live. Like, dude, Facebook Live and live streaming has only been a thing for like what, the last decade?
100%.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
So I don't think that there's any limit on how high we can go right now because
Okay.
like we're changing it up.
Yeah. Sure.
So we're changing it up to where it's obviously me and you're talking,
Giants were real.
and so we're able to talk about whatever we want to talk about, right?
Giants were
So
real.
like we're two men, and this is what goes through our
Mhm.
minds. I mean,
Okay.
maybe other people's, but definitely mine and yours, 100%.
David
but-
killed Goliath.
But giants were real,
Yep.
100%.
Okay. Dinosaurs, dragons.
Both. You don't believe in it?
I believe in dragons, bro. I believe in dragons more so than I believe in dinosaurs.
Why? There's a whole lot of evidence for dinosaurs.
Is it, or is that just what they've told you it is, bro? I mean, just think about
There's
it.
no way.
If you hold all the
No.
cards, bro,
Mm-mm.
if you hold all the cards and you can tell, hey, here's an ace of spades, hey, here's a two of clubs, hey, don't ask me any more questions, and you control the narrative for what, 200-300 years,
I don't-
especially when we have other, not only in the Christian Bible, not only in all these other different, like, okay, there are stories and accounts of giant people and of giant lizards and of giant plants. So I'm not going to say that dinosaurs weren't real. There's a chance, okay? But what I am going to say is I believe more so in the fallen angels
And
and
dragons?
the Nephilim and the dragons and the beasts of the first world. Maybe they were dinosaurs, but dude,
I just don't know if I agree with you on the whole dinosaur theory. Not.
show me in the Bible where Jesus Christ or God or any of the apostles say dinosaurs were real.
But it doesn't have to say that.
No, it doesn't.
But it says that beasts were walking the earth.
yes.
Yeah, but how do you know
Yes.
that those wasn't dinosaurs?
They might be. They
But
might.
see,
How
but-
do you know that they're not fucking dragons and all kinds of fucking Nephilim?
Well, I believe that those were probably Nephilim and dinosaur. I mean, not dinosaurs, but dragons back in the day. But I do believe that dinosaurs were real.
You can.
There's a lot of stuff out there for dinosaurs.
Evidence.
There's a lot of evidence.
I'm not going to take it away from you.
You're
You-
wild, bro.
You can believe that if you want to.
You're
like I-
wild.
No.
You're wild, bro.
Am I? What,
Yeah.
is the earth flat?
No. Are you a flat earther?
I'm not necessarily.
Oh,
No,
my
no.
God,
Hey,
Ben.
hey. Just let me listen.
Okay, let's hear it.
I'm not necessarily a flat earther. All I'm going to say is that NASA literally translates to deceive in Hebrew.
Mm.
Okay, so NASA in the Hebrew language means to deceive. Okay, NASA is the only organization, the only government organization that has the capability to take pictures of space. You can go get a telescope and you can look up, but you can't take a picture of it. NASA is the only government entity with the technology and ability to create a picture of our Earth, right?
To make it look like I go. Okay.
If you have all the power and you control the narrative, of course, sure. I'm not going to say that the Earth is flat. All I'm going to say,
But you're pretty close to saying the Earth is flat.
I believe in the firmament. I believe in the dome that separated the heavens from the earth and the waters and all that stuff. Yeah.
Mm.
And I believe that Hillary Clinton tried to blow that up a few years ago. Like, that's,
Now, I don't know where the limit goes, but I don't want to get shot by the government.
So I'm still here.
So yeah, for now. But
Listen.
now we're about to release this to the public,
Charlie-
not just people around here. So what happens then?
Look at Charlie Sheen. Nobody killed him.
Yeah.
I mean, he's slowly killing himself, but I mean, that's the beauty of being crazy, bro. Is because
Or Cat Williams.
yeah,
Cat Williams went on a rampage, bro.
yeah.
So I mean, hey, he's went on about his theories. But now I will agree with you on the whole NASA thing because what scares me is like what's in the water.
Well,
We quit exploring the water, bro.
They just found out they just discovered a new trench or a new part of the ocean that's deeper than the Marianas Trench. Like we're still discovering parts of that. And I mean, there's a theory out there that like aliens to get through space is actually through ocean and it spits you out on the other side. I mean, that's out there, okay? But NASA, you can fact check me if you want to. There's a disclaimer on NASA's website that says all of the pictures that they released are cartoons. They're generated images. So NASA is literally telling us that this is basically a cartoon. Every picture that you have ever seen of another planet of Earth,
Oh, dude.
cartoon.
Dude, you just blew my mind. So guess what? Who sent Neil Armstrong to the moon?
Huh?
Huh?
In 63. Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin.
Yeah. Who sent them to the moon?
NASA.
So I
Yep.
think you just proved your theory, bro.
Oh, you just tricked me up and got me to okay.
No,
whatever.
I just got you to admit that.
What?
Like I got you to say that. Hey, they just tricked us. They tricked the world. That's what I'm saying.
NASA means to deceive. in
Yeah,
Hebrew.
and like what you're describing right now is like, whoa, wait a minute. So
Well, see-
did they not send them to the moon?
I don't.
I believe it. Okay, here.
I think
I
that
believe
we-
they did. I believe we have landed on
The
the moon.
Chinese government has released, of course, bear this in mind with what I just said. But the Chinese government has, released evidence that the flag and everything, like what they left there, is still there in the same place.
Yeah.
And China hates us. So I mean, but if
But
they're
you don't believe that it was broadcasted?
not the broadcast that they sent back to us, bro. Because I mean, think about it. If like
That's hard.
this no, dude, this whatever this is right here. Okay.
That's my Alexa.
Okay, your Alexa right here has more processing and computer capability than an entire warehouse of 1963 computers.
Yeah, because they were still running numbers with people. Like people were still running numbers. Like,
Sure.
Like
Okay.
they didn't have as much computers back then.
Technology was not as advanced, right?
Yeah, 100%.
So how do you
How do you broadcast something from millions of miles away?
yeah.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Like from out not only how
Yeah.
do you get a camera crew in outer space to land, set the signal, beam it back to Earth?
Yeah, but you don't have to have a camera crew.
Okay.
So that's a theory, but like you don't have to have that.
You don't have
but-
to have a camera crew to record the fucking moon landing that they broadcasted.
No,
Otherwise,
you
yeah,
could just
you
have,
do.
You could just have a camera set up.
How'd it get there?
They carried it.
Yeah.
They can't carry their own cameras.
Assuming that they can, let me ask you this question.
Who hit the record button?
Not only that, how did that signal make it from the moon to Papa's living room in 1963?
Well, no, I agree with you on that part.
And
on,
then that
on the whole, I agree with
you
you on
know.
the whole like broadcasting thing. Like when you really sit back and think about it, because like we have just now gotten to the point to where like you could literally FaceTime somebody from here to
Exactly.
California.
And now cell phone service now.
And cell phone
You
service is like horrible.
Well,
You know what I'm saying? So I get what you're saying because like that's always
Now it's getting better and better and better. 5G, 6G. We got
Yeah, but,
satellites.
like, I think
whatever
that
that
the
Tesla's whatever he's
the
got.
Starlink.
Starlink paired with T-Mobile.
Now that's more like satellite stuff, and I could see
Yeah.
that. Like obviously we sent satellites to space and
Yeah.
stuff, but I'm talking about like cell phone service. In theory, like when you really sit back and look at it, do you really think it's gotten better?
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah.
So you think like, and here's my whole thing on this is like, so not to bash like my cell phone carrier, I'm not even gonna say their name, but like they say that they cover everywhere
Sure.
and they show a map like everywhere, but like I can be dead spot, like dead exactly like where they say that their best coverage is, and then I don't have the best coverage.
Well, then
You see what I'm saying?
how does that make you feel? And what are you going to do about that?
No.
Like,
What I'm saying is like you're saying it's better, and like the whole 5G, 6G, and there's a whole theory on 5G, 6G. If you've not seen that, like
5G,
it's wild.
5G causes cancer.
And 6G is just as bad.
Yeah.
They say 6G is worse.
Of course, it's going to be worse.
Yeah,
I'd have a flip phone right now.
But
if
that's
I
what I'm
could.
saying. Do you really think it's better?
As far as being able to step out, for me personally, dude,
Yeah.
I can step out anywhere, and I rarely ever do not have service on the
Right.
beach, in the mountains. Like, yeah, I rarely ever do not have service.
Yeah.
So
Do
comparatively,
you stream a lot all the time? Like, do you?
No.
Watch, see, you don't watch your phone a whole lot, so you don't really. see it, I
I'm
guess.
working, dude.
Yeah.
I'm working.
You're working.
I'm a
You're
working man.
You're a working man. I'll give that to you.
I'm no stranger to this rain right here. I've done this before. I ain't no stranger walking in the rain here.
So that's what I'm saying. I don't know.
About what?
I just don't know if it's. I can say it's gotten better, obviously, from back then,
Sure.
and I don't. But
Look.
I do. I get your theory. I think you've kind of proven that to me. That like, or not proven it to me, but kind of showed me and led me to the realm of it was not broadcasted from the moon.
Right. And did you know that most people, whenever you hear somebody say something, most people, they're not actually listening to what you said. They're listening to hear if they agree with you or not.
That is true.
And that is the biggest contention of disagreements and arguments is, I would probably say 8 out of 10 times an argument is started not because of what the person said,
it's
but
because they don't listen.
because they didn't agree with it.
Yeah.
And what you don't agree with is then, frustrating, scary, confronting, whatever.
Well, it's not a. I agree with what you're saying 100% on that, and I think it's a lot of it is like not listening either.
Oh yeah, sure.
Like you're telling me like for instance like
I'm waiting to hear
what
I'm
yeah.
already waiting, thinking about what I'm going to say after what you said.
Yeah,
instead
well,
of actually
you're
marinating.
probably not even listening to what I'm saying. Like in some instances, some people don't. Like
Right.
no matter what I'm saying, you already have your response in your mind.
Yeah.
That's like I'm already against that.
And isn't that kind of dickish?
100% agree.
That just says a lot of like ego
Yeah.
to me.
That's
So-
like there's a lot on my mind. That's like I don't know. I guess I'm
Takes a
the same
minute.
way. It does. It takes a minute to figure out like what you want to say and how you want to say it. But like I'm the same way. Like when you sit back and really think about it, that's how relationship fights start and
Sure.
other things, right? Is because you're not listening. Like all you want to do is instantly like you're letting anger get to you. You're letting your thoughts get to you before anything else.
Are you?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you're not listening. You're not listening. You're not listening to respond with like a true answer. You're listening to respond with
Your opinion.
your opinion or your anger.
feelings.
Yeah,
Yeah.
your feelings.
Yeah.
It's all out of feelings.
And most people are very rooted in their feelings. It took me a long time, and I'm still working on it, bro. It took me a long time to understand that while my feelings are valid, they don't always matter. Okay? That need to feel heard, that need to express how you wronged me and how it made me feel doesn't really make I can feel that, and it can be what it is, and that's okay. That is what it is. Sometimes your feelings don't really matter. And when you remove the emotion from the gravity of the situation, 9 times out of 10, I've found that I can approach it at a much more logical and rational point.
I'm with you on that to a certain degree.
Yeah.
I think your feelings matter.
For sure.
I don't think you should go at it. I think your feelings are different than your emotions, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think you should go at it with such high emotions to a point. Like if you're angry, like you're allowed to feel angry.
Yeah.
But I don't think that you should take that anger and put it into an emotion. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think that you should express that and say, "Oh, until you calm down or until
Yeah.
you're like, hey, I want to get
course.
this out." You know what I'm saying?
Emotional.
That's where I agree with you on some of the things, but I disagree with you on, hey, your feelings are valid. Like you're allowed to, and obviously that's the whole world that we live in now. Your feelings are 100% valid, my guy. Like no matter what you feel.
But they don't always matter.
Yeah. But you're allowed to feel that. You're allowed to have your feelings.
You are.
Yeah, you're allowed to feel exactly how you feel, you know?
But-
like you feel that dinosaurs aren't real, and I feel that dinosaurs are real.
Yeah. And professionally, we have a job to do, so that don't matter.
Exactly.
Those differences, yeah.
I agree with you.
And I'm not going to say dinosaurs like, bro, I just
You've already said it.
no.
It's recorded.
I'm not going to say
right
that
now.
they're not real. I'm just saying it. Listen, if you're holding all the cards and controlling the narratives, especially when the beasts of the fallen, man,
I will
get
give
what
that to you.
you know what
I
I'm
will
saying?
give that to you on the earth.
Yeah.
But I don't know about dinosaurs.
Okay.
But I can't say that because I've never seen a dinosaur walking this earth, bro.
We fucking weren't there.
Yeah, I wasn't there. So I can't sit here and argue with you and tell you that, oh, yeah, they're 100%.
I also have never seen a dragon.
But I will tell you, though, with the whole story on the whole Bible thing, man, there's a lot missing there.
What you mean?
There's a lot of stuff missing in the Bible
Sure, absolutely.
that should be in the Bible
Sure.
that people do not.
Yeah. Oh, it is.
Like, I'm a Christian and I believe in God.
Sure, me
but
too.
There's a lot of stuff that should have been left in the Bible that wasn't because people had high emotions
And power.
and power.
And
Just like NASA, where they could change the narrative.
Yeah.
So people change the narrative to certain things to make them feel. And this is my opinion. So if you come at me or whatever, but I feel like somebody wanted control, and they took certain parts out of the Bible that they should have never took out of the Bible,
or added in,
things that they wanted to sound better but wasn't.
I don't think the Dark Ages were real. I think that is a piece of historical. I think those were fake years, fake wars.
What do you mean, like Dark Ages? What do you mean?
I think that the Catholic Church invented the idea of the Dark Ages.
Like, you believe that?
Like fucking 1200 BC to like 1600 BC, whatever, before like the Dark Ages. And
like they were traveling, killing people because they wasn't Christian or something?
No, I'm saying none of that actually happened.
I don't know, man, because like I see that war, like you see that warfare now, like you see that happening now, like on mission, like missionary trips. You know what I'm saying? I can't say that's not true because like we're coming over, like missionaries are coming over from here to other countries, and other countries don't want that ideology passed on to them, and so like they're literally killing people because of that. So I can't say that never happened because like that would say that, you know what I mean? But what I'm talking about is, I don't know. I think that there's a lot out there that should have been left in the Bible, and I'm a firm believer, and I don't know, I guess I'll die on this bridge, but you know, I think that God put himself into places, or Jesus put himself into places to hang out with bad people. Like if you read you've read the Bible.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah, like he didn't hang out with great people.
No.
He put himself around bad people.
And also,
you know what I'm saying?
And dude,
but the whole narrative and what we're taught as kids is that these people were great people.
Well, and I mean that's easier to explain to a child that, you know, than the Bible is raw, dude. And honestly, listen, I will say I see how it could be used as a control tool. I see adding information, removing information, the Book of Enoch and all that other shit. Okay, like I get that.
Yeah.
And while I know how I feel when I experience the presence of the living God.
Right.
Like I'll be driving my car, dude, and the Holy Spirit will touch me, and I cuss like a sailor. You know what I mean? And I'm working on that. Like I cry. Like I sometimes I feel the presence of the living God, and it just is so awesome. It overpowers me. And there are times where I should be dead, where I have felt the protection of the living God.
And put some type of protection. You know what I'm saying? Like you feel that. I get that.
I've witnessed childbirth. You know what I'm saying? Like there are things that have happened to me in my life that I know for a fact Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior. He died, he rose again. He was the Son of Man. You know what I mean? Like, and only through him shall I get to heaven.
Right.
I believe that 1,000%.
100%. Yeah.
Now, if the Bible is God's word, but then man took control of the Bible, you know, added stuff in, added stuff out, whatever, you know, that's a different conversation.
Right.
I just know what I feel.
Yeah.
And I know that when I read the best-selling book of all time, I have a bit of discernment.
Yeah.
And every time I read it, every time I go through something, like I see something differently. And I mean,
like you have a feeling. Yeah, I get
and
that.
I know it's truth.
Right.
And then, you know, you maybe explore some other texts, some other, and not even just religious stuff, but I mean, you know, you have a pretty good idea when somebody's you have a pretty good idea when somebody's lying to you.
Yeah.
I've never really felt that when I read the Bible or whenever I've experienced the power of the living God.
And I'm not saying And I get that. Yeah, I'm not saying that. Oh, hey, the Bible is wrong.
I mean, it
by
is.
any means, no. But I'm saying that the narrative. I feel like the narrative was controlled. I
Oh,
feel like
yeah.
it is controlled.
Sure.
I feel like to a certain degree, somebody has wanted that.
And what if it's supposed to?
That's what I'm saying. What if that's? And I get that. Yeah, you know what I mean. Like, what if that's how it is? You're
'Cause
right.
I don't think we're ever supposed, as human beings, dude. We're not ever supposed to know the whole picture. We can't
not going
fathom
to.
it.
Yeah,
We can't understand it.
There's no way we're gonna be able to.
That's where your faith just comes into play.
Yeah.
In my faith, I've really been prioritizing that
Yeah.
since I mean, I got my children to go to a Christian school.
Yeah.
I've been going to church again on Sundays because, dude, whenever you're touring with a band, and this is different, okay? So rock bands tour Tuesday, Wednesday,
Right.
whatever, all week, right? Rock band fans, they will go out to a show at 6:30 to 11:30 on a Tuesday night and call out of work the next day.
Yeah.
Country music with a touring country band, you're looking at Thursday, Friday, Saturday night.
Yeah.
Okay, those are if somebody's working 4 10s, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, they're done. If beer drinking people, beer drinking guys, you know what I mean? Like today's Thursday, right?
Yeah.
Tomorrow's Friday. How many country songs? How many songs do you know about just after work drinking beer? Like a touring country band schedule: Thursday, Friday, Saturday, sometimes Sunday. Most of the time, you're coming home on Sunday, so I wouldn't be home.
You wouldn't be home in time.
I wouldn't step off that bus till like 2:30, 3:30 in the
afternoon.
afternoon.
Yeah.
So now that I'm home, I'm trying to
Work on.
walk in my faith more.
Yeah.
Trying to prioritize that. And I know in the times that we've been here sitting down, I want you to get a cuss counter. I want you to a curse counter. And every time just click, 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 click.
Yeah.
Because now I will say I've never really felt any conviction about I've never felt conviction about saying damn. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't, as I say those things,
We're gonna beep all that out.
I don't feel, yeah, that'd be really cool. But like, I don't feel that conviction to not do those things. Those are words, and we're big boys. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Now, granted, am I going to walk in and talk to my grandmother like that or the pastor at church like that?
No.
Probably not.
Right.
But I've been prioritizing and walking in my faith, seeking God more, and just experiencing Him more.
Exactly.
You
And I
know?
get that. And I think once you feel that presence and everything, and like once you see it, and you've realized that like God has actually changed you, or like you're,
Or he is
or
in the
he
process.
is in the process of changing you, or
Yeah.
you're in the process of in following him. I think that helps.
Yeah.
100%.
And I mean,
Now that does bring a good question though. I mean,
some people don't need that.
no, some people don't, but I'm one of those that, and we're probably gonna get a lot of hate for this, but it's okay. Do you believe that you should have to go to church to believe in God? How do you feel about this?
listen,
Like, what is
man.
your conviction on this?
Your relationship with your God is your relationship.
Right.
Okay. If I sit in your garage 3 hours if I were to drive over here and sit in your garage for 3 hours out of the week, does that make me a car? No. Does me going to church every Sunday make me a Christian? No.
No.
What makes me a Christian is the fact that I believe that Jesus Christ
Is your Lord and
is,
Savior?
is the Lord and Savior, and He died and rose again.
Right.
Okay, and the works that He did while He was here, that's enough. No amount of earthly labors, no amount of spiritual works, even the works that I could go and do in the name of Jesus Christ, that's not what gets you to heaven. Those things are great, and I'm sure Christians are supposed to be giving and loving people like Jesus was. But I mean, if you go volunteer at Goodwill for 40 hours a week, you go home and beat your wife, like,
That's not. Yeah.
yeah, and I mean, even if you, then what I'm saying is, bro, this is the biggest thing that I'm really starting to understand is even if you volunteer, right, Goodwill, whatever, you're giving back, you're doing something charitable, you're doing a work that's benefiting other people, and you go home and you don't beat your wife. You know what I'm saying? You go home and you're still you're a good person. Those 40 hours of that still does not get you to heaven, dude. The only thing that will get you to heaven, despite all your works and labors, is the fact that you have to believe that what Jesus did while He was here is enough.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to get all preachy, bro. Like, I mean, I'm probably gonna get in my car and I'm gonna turn on some Dolph. You know what I'm saying? It's Dolph, dude. Like, you know, like, and there's a line to draw there, you know, because if you're
Yeah.
really walking and growing in your faith, are you gonna be listening to secular music? Are
Yeah.
you gonna be reading secular text? Are you gonna be watching what you're watching? You know, and I mean, to that, I think I haven't felt really any conviction
on it.
you know. So I mean, and that's what I'm saying to answer your question, is it's a personal relationship.
Yeah, with
Just-
yourself and God.
Yeah,
I believe that.
you know.
I believe that, and I don't know. I am a big firm believer in that as well, because like I don't think that you necessarily have to. I would say not abide by things, because obviously you should, but like
Yeah.
I think like you said, like having the relationship that you have with you and your God
Mhm.
is what you should have. Like that should be the only relationship that you should have to worry about.
Yeah.
Because no one else, like you're not supposed to judge others. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And I feel the same exact way, is that like I can't judge what you're out there doing in your life.
Oh yeah.
So why are you going to judge what I'm doing in my life?
Well, see,
You know what I mean?
more people have been hurt by the church than have ever been saved in the church.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And I think that is a shame. I think that deters a lot of people from, you know, growing and walking in their faith.
Yeah.
But
I think a lot of it is turned away. Like that's what turns a lot of people away from it.
Yeah.
Is because of they've been hurt, or they've seen somebody else be hurt.
and you know, I'm not perfect. I'm I'm a single dad.
Yeah.
Like, I failed biblically. You know what I'm saying? In my role. Does that mean I'm going to hell?
I mean, I don't think you looked at it. I think you're looking at it like wrong on that one. I don't think you failed.
Well,
I mean,
this is-
biblically, I
this-
guess,
this-
like where you're looking
This
at it.
brings
on
up an excellent
Yeah.
point, because you asked me about going to church. Like, the Bible is many things, but it has instructions on how it would want us to live. It has instructions on how Christ would want us to walk.
right.
You know, thou shalt not fornicate. You know, like, and
There's
damn.
things out there laid out for us.
Yeah, you know, and so
And it's pretty neat, dude. Because I have like this little book that it's not, it's a Bible book, but it's meant for like men. Like you know,
Yeah.
like they have women books. Like they have, for women, they have like books that are like they'll lay it out in like scripture and different parts of scripture and stuff that you can go look at.
Mhm.
But like there's this whole book, I'll show it to you here in a little bit, but it's outlined for men. Basically, like you could basically like look up whatever you want to look up, and like you find that little part in scripture, like in the book, and it actually outlines it in the Bible for you, like what this, like if you're facing,
right.
for instance, money troubles,
Mhm.
or you're facing marital issues or something like that, like you can look it into this, and it like outlines it for you. It's pretty crazy. It's pretty neat little thing.
Well, and there are some people out there, man, that don't need that,
Right.
and
right.
that's, you know,
Well, some people can read it and understand it, and
Yeah.
that's what they get from it. But like, there's others out there that can read scripture and they don't. You know what I mean? Like they don't really grasp like the kind of verbiage or like what exactly it's laying out there. Like me personally, like I'm one of those that's like I can read it. Do I comprehend it? Sometimes yes, sometimes no. It's not pertaining to the Bible itself, but I'm talking about in general with like any book. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the way it outlines, because everybody has their type of view on that. You know what I mean? Like their own opinion, I guess.
Look, man, it's just something that I've been growing in and walking in, and I'm not perfect, and I'm just trying. And
Right.
I think that is as long as you try with all of your heart and you believe with all of your heart, you and Jesus will work the rest out.
Right.
The Holy Spirit will work the rest out
Yeah.
if you let it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then,
As long as you're not like going against it, I get what you're saying.
well, one of my really good friends is super intelligent, agnostic. Would never try to convince him of anything. I don't have to press my beliefs onto him. He can he can believe what he wants to believe, and that's fine. And I actually admire conversations with him, because not only does he say, "This is my standpoint," but this is why. And it's not, his why is not because his mommy and daddy bred him to think that way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he brings up a really good point. You know, and this is something cool. Like, I think about stuff like this all the time. It was cool that we hit on Christianity, because I mean, the gospel, but I mean, you and I right now are living better than any emperor of Rome ever did. You and I right now are living a better life than Einstein, Isaac Newton, you know, any pretty important person in history for like up until the last 100 years or so shat in holes, bro. like you know what I'm saying? Like,
Well-
think about that for a second,
We're
bro.
gonna
Just think about that.
we're gonna save that for another day.
Yeah, oh yeah.
We're gonna save that for another one.
And that's not a really, really intelligent person who I hold in high regard. Drop that on me, and I mean it's interesting because
Well, because I have some theory on, like, I've seen it and it's kind of wild, because the reason why I want to say that, or we're gonna save that for another day, because like that's a whole nother conversation.
oh yeah,
That's a big conversation, because
yeah.
like people who are doing that, and then there's others who are living like luxury,
yeah,
like, and people don't understand that two different things could happen at the same time.
right,
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you're talking about like them in holes,
uh-huh.
and like then you have in a different part of the country that you still had samurais. Same exact
Yeah.
time. Same exact time.
Yeah, who were also in holes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But I'm talking about, like, you're talking about like, oh, castle, and like but I'm talking about, if you really look at it, like their hygiene was way worse in
Mhm.
some areas than others.
sure, yeah, but
Right?
it was still dog compared to what you and I have,
Yeah.
and that's what I'm getting at, and I think that'd be a really cool segue for another conversation one day. Is like, what are we doing with it? Because I'll tell you, the guy that dropped this nugget on me, bro, he was talking about a legacy and, you know, what he wants to make an impact. He wants to be charitable. He wants to like leave a legacy on the world. Like, I mean, dude, I'm talking about nuclear fusion. He's thinking about going and studying nuclear fusion. Extremely intelligent. And I just looked over at him and be like, dude, like I'm doing all this so that I can have like a beach house somewhere. Like, I don't like, you know what I'm saying? I don't give a shit about a legacy. I don't give a shit about any of that. You know, I just want to, I want to work and enjoy myself. And, you know, so yeah,
You're just not up there.
no,
I'm with you. I don't think I'm up there either.
and I asked him, I was like, bro, why do you feel like you need to do that? Like, more power to you. If that's what you want to do, bro, that's awesome.
You just might be led in that direction, man.
And that's fine.
Yeah.
And he said, well, I mean, I want a legacy. And I was like, that's cool. Me personally, I'm doing everything that I'm doing just so I can maybe give my kids a little bit more of a fair start.
Yeah.
I don't want to pass them down an empire to run. I don't want to give them a trust fund to blow. I want to work. I want to achieve what I want to achieve, and I want to ease on into the next life comfortably on a beach somewhere. And if I leave them something to do, something to benefit from, that's awesome.
We're gonna touch on that on the next episode, because like I really want to
Yeah?
want to hear your thoughts on this.
All
Yes,
right, all
we're gonna do that.
All right.
But to finish it up, guys, me and Ben have come up with this whole new little idea to figure out like what we're, to kind of relate to others. And so this is kind of a cool little segment that we're gonna try, and it's called Man Card or Not.
Okay.
Right. So the question of today is: do you believe that as a man you should be journaling? If you journal, and if you journal as a man, is that a man card or not? Do you lose your man card once you start journaling?
I'd love to see him come try to take mine right now. Is
You
all
tell
I
me.
got to say.
Tell me.
Dude, I just answered you. I would love to see somebody out there come trying to take my man card,
I like it.
because, dude, 9/8/25. Been that kind of day, pal. Well, not really. Today was a good day, and like every day, I'm blessed to see it. Caffeine addiction is dwindling, yet I have never been more strung out on nicotine. The Lord will deliver me from this addiction as soon as I ask Him to and commit to it. Albeit, let's journal. I am pleased to know I'm proving my worth to.
There you go. Yeah, you don't have to read it
Yeah.
all. That's your journal. That's
I-
good. I like it,
Earlier, we were talking about how to get stuff out of my head.
and that's what helps you.
My journal, my schedule, my business is all as it comes.
I like it.
And I'm not saying that you have to do that. Personally, it helps me. Personally, there are some things that I've written down in here that I don't know if I'll ever share with another human being.
Yeah.
But because I've materialized them from intangible to tangible, I'm cool.
I don't think I'm with you on this. I don't think that you lose your man card when you journal.
Why would you?
I don't think you would.
Like,
I just feel like that's a whole thing that's put out there, and the reason this has come about is because, like, obviously it's a fun little question to get people's opinion on, is because people don't believe in that. Like, you know what I mean?
well, and honestly,
It's been passed on to us to keep your feelings in.
I
You see
think-
what I'm saying?
yeah, I think it's society too, because I mean, comparatively, compare ourselves to a 28-year-old 100 years ago in 1925. Guitars, literature, books, no TV, no Facebook, no instant gratification, no devices. I feel like people were happier then. Some of the smartest people, intellectually, some of the most important people in history have had journals.
Right.
Anne Frank's diary is a journal.
Is a whole journal.
You know what I
So
mean?
how do you so how would you get into journaling? If you were not into journaling, how would you get into it? What would you do?
I'd grab a pen and I'd grab a piece of paper. And I'm going to see if I can find my first journal entry in this notebook. I think I started carrying this notebook. This is April 16th of 2025. This is my first journal entry.
So you just started journaling this year?
No.
Have you've been doing it for a while?
Oh yeah, dude. I have always, like, I remember being 8, 9 years old and journaling and then stopping and then starting a little bit. And as a kid, I actually wish that I would have kept a journal every day, whether it be like a 5 or 10 minute little entry.
And just write whatever you
What a story that would be.
Yeah.
What a story, what a chronicle that would be. I mean, of all my shenanigans, of all the ups and the downs and the great moments of my life that if I could have put into paper, what a novel. What a great story.
See, I am the polar opposite when it comes to journaling. I don't journal.
Do you have something against it?
No, I have nothing
You just
against
don't.
journaling.
You just never.
I don't know what it is. I really have no idea. I don't know why I don't. I don't know why I don't write down what I feel. I don't know. Even what's on my mind, this is what's really weird about it is because like you carry a notebook around and like, you know, I don't carry, I carry a notebook for like bills and stuff. And I do carry notebooks to write my notes for work and stuff like that. But I've never once sat down and was just like, hey, let me just write down how I'm feeling this day. I don't know what it is. I don't know why I've never done it.
You ever tried poetry?
I was a big poet, man.
Really?
I honestly, and this is a funny story since you asked that. I hated poetry growing up.
Okay.
It's not that I hated it. I found it very boring. Very just like I would sit there and I would just fall asleep. Like I remember falling asleep and do you remember in 6th grade, well you had different teachers, but we had Miss Davis as my English teacher.
Lord, yeah, I love Miss Davis.
So Miss Davis, man, I'm gonna tell you what, I sat there and every time poetry came out, I fell asleep. I would lay my head down, I'd pass out. And I don't know, I guess it was just like I did not.
Well, in 6th grade, poetry's not cool, man.
Well, none of it was. And like even not English, you know, back in the day, none of that was cool.
Bro,
right?
I thought it was cool as shit. I'm over here reading the dictionary, EPIPFA. Oh my god.
No, man, like I did not find interest in it at all. I don't know why, but like I got through that point and like 6th, 7th, 8th grade, it was like, 7th and 8th grade, it kind of changed. And I was like, man, poetry's kind of smack, bro. Like it's there.
Girls dig poetry, bro.
And girls dig it.
Yeah.
Bro. And then I started realizing that. I was like, man, I'm a football player. If I write poetry, I could get some women. And then I was like, nah. And then I actually started writing poetry, man. I don't know what it was. I used to have a little notebook.
Yeah.
You know, I lost them because like we moved a whole lot.
Sure.
And man, I used to write poems and stuff. And I don't know. And I find poetry really, really enlightening now.
Yeah.
And one of my favorite styles of poetry is haikus.
Sure. 7-line syllables, all that good stuff.
100%.
Usually about nature.
I'm a very big like haiku kind of guy.
That's cool.
And it don't have to be about nature, dude. It can be about anything.
I have a lot of poems in my phone that I actually just recently let someone read for the first time. And I would love to share those with you at one point. But I bring poetry up. Poetry, journaling, it's all creative expression.
It is.
Freedom, literate freedom. And music is just emotion given form. Music is emotion given a tangible, well, you can't touch it, but you can feel it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can feel poetry. You can feel authentic literature. You can feel journalism.
But I think a lot of mine came from, I think I lost a lot of like my creative ability after the accident.
Sure.
I think that was a lot of it. Like I used to love to draw. I used to love to do that.
I remember that. I remember that.
I used to love to write. Like not write, but like I would write poetry and stuff. And I would actually write stuff down at that point. Like I would actually like write ideas down or, you know, stuff like that. And now I don't even fathom to do it. I don't know what it is. And like me personally, and my wife will attest to this too, because, and it's weird. This is a weird feeling that I have. I want to read.
Okay.
I truly want to read books. And like if you look, I literally have
Yeah, I see a library.
Yeah, like, and it's worse. It gets worse. Like, anytime, like, we go out, it's like I find more books that I want to try to read.
But you buy the book and then don't read it?
I don't.
Why?
Man, I'm going to tell you what. I started reading this book right here, Discipline Equals Freedom.
Mm-hmm.
I started reading that book. I read the first chapter. I sat right here on the couch. I fell asleep.
That's not very disciplined. If your intent is to
100
read a book.
100%. And I have no idea why. I have no idea. I can pick up any of these books and I can start reading it, and I'm very intrigued to read that book.
Sure.
But the moment that I start reading it, it's like, nope. And I can't do audiobooks.
Okay, I was going to ask.
I cannot do audiobooks. Now, like Dakota, she could do audiobooks. That's how she listens to her books.
What about visual books?
No,
You can hop on YouTube and search that book.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get me some damn cartoons, dude. Like picture books.
Well, it's not even about pictures. You can, like, most books are transcribed into video format
Where you can watch it.
where you can watch either a visual of, like, graphics like Aurora Borealis and an author reading that over,
Yeah.
or whether that be with words, for you to read then.
But I can't do it, dude. I really have no idea what it is, but like my I guess that's my ADHD. That's my downfall. My ADHD. It gets the best of me. I can't do it. Like, I'll watch YouTube videos on how to do something, and like I'm literally watching the video on how to put something together, or like how to do this whole podcast crap, and I skip through it.
But do you end
I
up...
have now gotten to the point to where I watch all my videos in like 2.0 speed.
Cool.
So like my YouTube videos, my TikToks, like all of that stuff, scroll down 2 times speed. Most of every one of my videos are done like that.
Okay. Do you still get the end result that you want to achieve?
I do, but I don't watch them.
Okay.
I skip through them.
Well, then what's it matter if you read or watch them if the end result that you get is what you're shooting for in the first place?
Well, I don't.
Why the fuck does it matter?
I mean, I do get the end result, but I don't get the end result. I skip a lot of information.
Okay.
A lot. Like, it's bad. Like I'm not even joking, dude. It's really weird. I don't know what it is, but like I'm telling you, I could pick up this book and I can start reading it right now, and boom. I think it's because my mind I have so much in my mind, and that's probably where I'm getting to with the whole journaling. I probably should start writing some stuff down.
If you've never tried it, sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
Because I mean, you've already, just like anything else that people are afraid to try. I think the last time we were talking about therapy was one of those things, bro. Like, if you've never gone to therapy or if you've never journaled,
try it.
And this is what this is the constant that you receive from that action.
Yeah.
But you've never tried it before, you could have everything to gain.
Yeah.
Because again, earlier, dude, whenever I'd get all of this out here in there, I can come and sit down for a podcast for 2 hours. Like, the entire time I've been sitting here, I haven't been worried about I haven't been thinking about anything other than a conversation. I've been listening to you. I have the mental capability to have conversations like this because I journal. And it's an interesting question for you to pose, that why would that constitute someone taking my man card? Because personally, if anything, that makes me more of a man.
Yeah.
Just like knowing that somebody needs help and they actually go do something about that, that makes them more of a man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, like, that's the best way I can put it. I would love to see one of you motherfuckers come and try to take my man card for journaling.
So the question is, do you lose your man card or not if you're journaling?
No, I don't think that you gain a man card for journaling. I don't think you lose it for journaling.
Card. I got you. So I don't even think that should be a question.
I don't think it has anything to do with your manhood.
I agree. That's good. I like it.
Yeah.
Just like therapy.
Yeah.
We'll get to that. We'll get a different question later on.
Oh, yeah?
On another podcast. This is going to be something we do.
You got any sound effects on this little board, bro?
Bro, I do.
You got any sliders?
Hey, you want to hear some cool stuff? Watch this. Let me,
This is actually cool. The last podcast I did, I ran off this same busted-ass iPhone.
Bro.
Hello.
You don't have it, dude.
Oh, fuck you, dude. Do you have... How many beeps is this going to take, bro? There's a lot of...
Bro.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Shit. Fuck. Stupid. This in the mag, you stupid. We Simba. I'm here smoking in Furberg. We don't. I'm on Georgetown Geronimo's. I'm on them Nashville Nibblers. I'm on them Surrey County Tic Tacs. If I had $1 for every time I didn't, I'd be you stupid. Give a. I'm him.
You liked that, didn't you, bro?
I did. I had
you
a
like
blast.
it, but dude, I can do
I had a
We can do it. Hey,
blast.
check this out. So since I like that so much, watch this. All right, guys. Let me change my voice back over. So we're done with this podcast. This is our first one in the books. We'll release this one here soon. Shout out to Ben for actually joining me today. He's going to be here for many, many more, it seems, unfortunately.
Damn.
Actually, I'm very grateful that Ben actually decided to do this with me. Because like now you're getting, I don't know, you're getting both of our opinions on things, and obviously it's this random crap that we're talking about and stuff that might be on your mind. And if it's not, dude, then make it. Put it on your mind.
Just
Think about it.
Stuff to think about, man. Stuff
Yeah.
to talk about. That's it.
Yeah, dude. Journal, man. I'm gonna tell you, I like journaling. I've thought about it and just never done it. Like things like that's came up in this conversation. That's kind of wild. You know, the whole NASA thing makes you want to think. I mean, hey,
And hey, man, don't ever take anything that I say for you know, like do your own research, man. Formulate your own opinions. Don't ever just listen to somebody spewing something out and then regurgitate it. Because I mean, dude, I'm human. I get things wrong. I could have things confused up here and there. So I mean, do your own independent research on stuff.
he's got some wires crossed.
I mean, you know, just hope it's not a 140. Just hope it's not a 120 or a 240 or a 277. Because I grab hold of that son of a bitch and I'm a dead.
Well, guys, it's been great talking to you guys, catching up. Me and Ben will see you on the next one.
Well, they'll see us. We can't really see them.
Thanks for making me look stupid.
No. Ain't nobody looking stupid, bro. Except maybe Charlie Sheen.
Thanks, man.
Dude, all right, that's cool, man. That's cool.
Scared of the outcome of what I could become. And I know if I don't do something, I will be done. My present, past, and future haunt me. My present, past, and future